Hello everyone, JB here. Today's video starts on a hill, a big hill at that. Today I'm heading to the wood pit in Haydock. This is the one I've mentioned a few times, where it said over 200 people were killed by a massive explosion because of the fire damp. Now I have looked around and asked a few people, is there anything remaining of this site? And up to now everyone has said there's nothing. But as we all know, they're very good at hiding things. So what I'm going to do today is I'm going to be heading off trail and into the woods to see if we can locate the shafts, see if we can locate anything else in the area of where I think these mines were. On this very same site I did do a video at Lyme Colliery, which is over the other side of this huge hill. I'll link to that video below. That was an interesting one. We did find a whole bunch of things there. Got quite a bit of a walk ahead of me. Luckily it's not too hot today. I did try and film here the other day, and with the heat the way it was and the humidity, it made it unbearable. It really did. And especially once you got into these woods. Today is much cooler, cloudy, still a bit humid, but certainly not overbearing. So when we get down to the approximate area where I think the wood pit was, I'm going to be looking for things like bricks, looking for concrete foundations, all them sorts of things that might lead me in the direction of where the shafts were located. But like I said, I do believe that this site is going to be well hidden. We'll see if we find anything today. First thing we've got to do is get to the bottom of this hill, and I don't particularly want to take that trail, so I'm going to keep on going forward and see if I can find a dirt path that takes me to the bottom of this hill over here. You see, very dense, very steep hill down there, and I know at the bottom there it's very waterlogged as well, so I'm certainly not going to try and go down there. But I'll be back with you as soon as I find a trail off to my left. Right guys, I've made my way off that trail back down there. That's where the hill is that came onto this site from. Made my way down that hill and followed this track through to these woods, to the area where I believe the wood pit was located. And all I know is it's somewhere in either the trees there on my right hand side or in them trees on my left hand side. Now when I was back up that way, when I came down off the hill, I did notice a cutting in the trees, and that was on my right hand side, and I believe that was one of the free falling railways, if that's what you call them. But it was a railway that used to run from Lyme Colliery and the railway sheds that I've documented in the previous video here. Used to run up through a cutting all the way up to the wood pit, and then somewhere down here is going to be the cutting for the railway. And as long as I keep the railway cutting to my left hand side, the colliery should be on my right hand side somewhere in all these trees here. Once again, we're going to be looking for bricks, we're going to be looking for pipes, we're going to be looking for sleepers, concrete foundations, anything like that where it's in abundance, and that'll give me a clear indication that I'm in the right area for the mine. And straight away I noticed this thing. I don't know what that is. Follow this down. Alright, so we're getting piles of bricks, a big mound of brick and concrete there. More big concrete lumps under that moss. We have the railway cutting here, guys. This is what I was talking about back over the other side there by that hill. This is the cutting that I was referring to. It's got the water at the bottom of it. What I'm going to do is head through these woods here, but just gauging from what I've seen on older maps, the colliery should be somewhere in here, and this railway that was down at the bottom of this cutting is what they would have used to unload. This does eventually run into a bridge further down, I believe, and that looks like there's a old conveyor belt or something down there. I've not got a lot of daylight left, so I'm hoping I'll find something pretty quick, and this looks like it's way too overgrown. So what I'm going to do is head back. Now let's head down the stairs and get into the woods on the other side down there. That's how I'm going to deal with this. It looks a little bit more open down there. A little bit easier terrain. Yeah, it looks like what they did is use the railway sleepers for these steps as well. Yeah, this looks like a bit more manageable. Let's get into these trees. It's hard to imagine any kind of train. I don't think it'd have been a big track. It was most likely going to be for the coal tubs and stuff like that, this track. Just trying to move through as quick as I can because I don't have a lot of daylight left. It looks like we've got a big hill in front of me. It's a fairly straight cut though. Right, so we're going to have to get up this hill. Very steep. Oh, we've got shell. That's a good sign. Oh, we've got coal. Another lump of coal there. Oh, this is Vista Road in front of me. Oh, there's coal down here, guys. Big lumps of fresh coal though. There's Vista Road. Whew. I'm going to get that side. I'm hoping I'm going to be able to get through here without any problems. I think I've walked away from the gully. Yeah, it's there. I've not seen any bridges or anything. Aha. Bingo. Okay. Well, I'm not climbing in there today, guys. What I'm going to do is come back with a friend at some point. We're going to have someone on the surface should something happen. I would like to climb in there and go through and have a look at it, but I am here on my own. It's starting to get dark now and I don't want to be taking any unnecessary chances. That was a cool little find and I'm not going to know what's in there until I edit this video. What we've got to do now is try and locate the shafts, which are going to be hidden around here somewhere. I can't imagine the shafts being too far away from this railway. So there's the railway bridge. That was definitely the railway track down there. You can see here you've got your security posts that ran all the way down here at one time, stopping people from getting to the railway track. Hey guys, if you're enjoying this video, it might be a little bit all over the place. Please hit that like button. Subscribe if you haven't already so you don't miss future videos. Gotta get away from this road. Walk along this edge for a second. Then let's get back into the woods. So it drops off there. We've got some bricks. Let's see what bricks these are. I'm not sure with that one. Right, so I want to drop down this slope. Anyone want a tyre? There's another concrete post here by the looks of it. Oof. Bit lethal underfoot this. Once again, I have no idea if I'm going to find these shafts, but I'm going to give it a good go. Okay, got a big concrete post there, or step. Not seen anything through there, so I'm just going to carry on through these trees. I want to be out of here before it goes dark. Ow. Oh, aye. Oh, aye, what's that? Looks like a ginormous tyre. I don't know. Size of these tyres. There's another one down there. Loads of concrete around here. I'm going to follow this. I'm going to follow this mound that you see down here. Don't know how well you can see it on camera. I want to stay between that mound and this edge here. There's loads of concrete there. This is a good sign. What I was looking for. Can't be far away from these shafts. Can't imagine we're far away. So I've just been through all of those woods there, going back and forwards. There's only one place I've not tried, and that's the woods here on this side. So I've come out the back end of them woods. This is where I haven't tried yet. We do have concrete foundations through here. This is all concrete. We cannot be far away. I've got no GPS, so I can't even look at the maps. But I'm looking at the fact that this looks like it was an old road here. Here it is again. Either an old road or foundations to something. And that appears to have been going that way into those trees. Don't know where it's coming from. What I'm going to do, given the fact that I'm stood on a concrete plinth here that looks like it's running that direction to me into those trees right there, I'm going to try and get into those trees that's directly behind me. This is the opposite end of the woods where I was at before. The railway is back over that side of the woods. I believe this could have been a road. And you've got the same thing down there with that concrete at the bottom of this grass verge here. It all seems to be running that way into the trees. Let's see if we can get in there. It's very, very rough through here by the looks of it. Mounds of brick and concrete all the way down there. More bricks. Bricks are a good sign. Big mounds of them here. I don't know what that is. Something concrete there as well. Well, you can see it through trees. Something concrete right there. I'll try and get round to that. This is all prickles, hundreds and hundreds of them. Ow. Everything you touch is just thorns around here. Ah, shit. Sorry for the language. That hurts. Oh. Oh, sinking. This is a cap. This is a mine shaft. And there's the wire as well. And there's another one. Give you a wide angle. There we go. There's shaft number 1. And the next shaft is there. We'll go and take a look at that in just a second. I think there was only 2 shafts here. Well hidden. Took me ages to find these. How am I going to get up here? What does that say? There we go, guys. Both shafts. The railway tunnel. Thank God I found them. Right, I'm back out of those woods. Now I'm going to go and find a bench and park my bum for a bit. Have a minute. Right, I've decided, guys, I've got to get out of here. It looks like my mate's flying his plane. Hello. Where is he? What time did you say? Half 8? Just 5 past 9. Alright.